I just asked if you were done yet because I want to click on, but you're still typing.
Because I'm saying hi to all my people.
Okay, so again, are you done? Are you ready to go?
I'm never done.
Can we start the show?
You know what?
Fuck it, I'm starting the show. I don't care. I'm doing it without you. Don't care.
Don't care.
Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. Don't care. I don't care. Don't care anymore. I don't care. Oh, what a fucking day. Podtrack's moving up and down. Streamlabs is moving side to side. It is 6 o'clock Los Angeles time. We're broadcasting the Gen X Talks, whatever this is, podcast, live stream, live podcast, whatever. I don't know. Previously unrecorded information. It's not a rerun. You're watching it live. Okay. In Technicolor, no less. I don't know. Briggs adjusts the color on here. Some of it looks good. Some of it doesn't look so good. I haven't figured it out yet. But if you're happy, I'm happy. If you like it, I love it. Now, my wife has had a horrible day, which means that I have had a horrible day.
Wow.
Because when she's having a bad day, I'm having a worse day. And you know what that's like. You can't rely on a goddamn thing. You get back to the old Generation X terminology. If you want something done right, you goddamn well just have to do it yourself.
If Mama ain't happy,
ain't nobody happy. All right, let me go. Oh, we can put her on camera tonight because she's so beautiful.
Oh, now you're going to kiss my ass.
No, I was paying you a compliment. Maybe I'm just saying you look great. Maybe when I click over to you, the audience is going to gasp and go, ooh. Oh.
Wow.
You don't know? I'm leading them down the path of
Game
beauty.
on. Game on.
All right, and there is your queen. Being we're on the new system, I have
a couch waiting for you.
You do? For me to move to Nevada? Because that's all I'm doing.
I might just leave you there.
I haven't had a chance to put our names under here or straighten some of the stuff out. I will at some point. Just haven't been able to do it quite yet, but I'll get to it. We'll put the names under there like we do, like you guys are used to when you see the podcast. Yeah, and the podcast name stuff. We haven't done it around here yet, but we're working on it. I can tilt as I go to make things a little bit more appealing. What's going on today? What are we doing?
I have no idea.
No birthdays? No nothing?
No birthdays tonight.
So it's another neighborhood show, which means we ran out of time. Now, that can mean that we're very busy or poor planning. You
pick one. It's you. It's your show.
Wow. Is this the kind of static I'm going to get for the next
You started it.
57 minutes?
You started it. You're asking for it.
Iceman, Bodfish, Chicks, man. Chicks.
Rude.
All right, so here we go. So this is the neighborhood show, and it's so funny to listen to you guys. I was driving around with Briggs today. We tried to get a U-Haul. We were going to go pick up a U-Haul trailer to run a first load up there. And normally in this town, there's 87 U-Haul dealers. There are trucks and trailers all over the place all the time. Even in summertime, there's stuff everywhere. So we drive over to one, no trucks. 0. Drive over to the next one truck. No trailers. Drive over to the third one. They've got like 3 trailers and 4 trucks. We go inside. They're all reserved. And all the other ones are gone. They're not even on the lot. And they have had an influx because we've had a mild winter around here. So everyone has just decided, fuck it, let's just go for it. Don't wait for the rain to come and go. It's like we got 3 days where there's no rain, we got sunshine, and everybody's going. So we didn't reserve one because on a local rental, you don't really need to reserve them. Usually there's tons of them, and there's not any. So we did have one reserved for the afternoon, but some other things fell apart. So we decided to punt. We have Plan 2 in motion right now, which is less complicated, but gets a lot more done before we start moving. I was happy either way with either plan. But then we had credit card fraud on one of my credit cards. Now, this isn't a big deal. It wasn't like, oh my God, they charged $16,000 on your card. No, I don't have a credit card with a $16,000 limit, so we don't have to worry about that shit. But what we did have to worry about, I finally got on the phone with Capital One, I want to say it took almost 40 minutes of me sitting on hold. I was working, doing some stuff, and just listening to the phone repeat every 3 minutes. We're doing our best to get you. People are working hard over here at Capital One. We'll be with you in a minute. All right. 37 minutes later, we get on there, and the lady was very nice, and she took care of it. And it had been fraud for about a week or 10 days. I just shut off the card, and they shut off the card because I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll get to it. But I had other stuff coming through that was pending that I was trying to see if it would go away because it didn't belong on there. That famous Cutco knives that Briggs used to sell, they were doing a payment on there for like $400. And I told Briggs, I said, you go fucking fix this.
Why was there a payment on there?
Because one of the stupid things I bought for you, he goes, Dad, you could buy this for Mom on payments and 5 equal payments, and we'll throw in a Ginsu knife also, a aluminum can and a tomato. And so for you, I spent the money and got it, but I'd made all the payments.
They were trying to do it again?
They were running another one through. So
Wow.
Briggs, his first reaction was, well, just when it comes through, deny it and, turn it in as fraud and just leave me out of it. And then he decided on his own to go make some phone calls and be proactive, which I was very happy. That's a little bit more of a mature move, than just letting it go through. You had one from your physical therapist, and you called her and she had you on an automatic thing, and that got, she did it quickly. That got resolved quick. But there were some things. So
it didn't show up. I meant to ask you.
It did show up, but it went as pending.
Yeah.
And then it got pulled back.
Oh, okay.
So everything worked out. I just coincidentally, I left the card off while I was watching all these things. But then we're good. Everything turned out how it was supposed to be. So the lady did tell me at Capital One, she said, so the only charge that you're really contesting is for Arby's. And I said, yeah. I did not spend $32.95 at Arby's, and I've eaten Arby's before.
Yeah,
but this came out of nowhere. It was like 10 days ago. It says, "Did you just charge $32 at Arby's?" And I'm like, "No." Anybody charge at Arby's? No. All right.
I don't like Arby's.
No.
It's not me.
No. So the answer was no, and I hit fraud, and they locked the card. I went in and locked both the cards, and then I left it. The lady today told me that this is not a made up number, that Arby's has tried to run that $32.95 or whatever it was through 3 times a day for the past 10 days.
Wow, they want their $32.
They want their 30. There's a yawn. Let me guess. Am I boring you again?
Yes, you are, because I already heard this story.
Well, I'm sorry. You live here. Should I just not talk to you during the day when you want to talk about something? Should I go, honey, I'd love to talk to you about that.
Yeah, if it's on the bottom of the glass show,
Let's
you should
wait for the show. Let's wait for the show. We can discuss
then we'll
these
have
things.
a discussion.
We can talk about
Might
during
as
the show.
well. That's a really good. I've already heard this story, so I'm like, yeah, okay.
So you're supposed to at least pretend to be like, oh, really?
Wow, 32 times?
Yeah, can you believe?
Arby's?
I can't believe it either. It's amazing stuff.
What are we going to do?
Don't worry, honey. We handled it. Everything's okay.
Oh, my savior.
Oh, well, that's right.
Really? That's what you wanted?
Yeah, I feel a lot better when you do that. I do not. I'm one of the guys in this world. I don't mind if you lie to me. You go right ahead. You go right ahead. If you think it's appropriate to lie to me about something, I don't mind at all. You feel free. All right.
Oh, that's great.
So yeah, 32 times or so, 31 times they tried to run
They really
that.
wanted that.
That they
Really
did.
wanted
They wanted that money,
$32.
and so she goes, "Yeah, it's pretty persistent there." So they blocked it. They're sending another card. Everything's good. But that was what we're going through. So much stuff today with decisions and trying to get people in places to do things and I was trying to cover some ground on some stuff that I was behind on. That we got all the way up to the wire, and I'm like, I was posting on the website. You guys go to the website to look and see, how we're coming along, and I didn't know. I didn't know if we could get there from here. And I certainly didn't have time to do any show prep. So I thought, okay, this is the design of the neighborhood show. This is what the neighborhood show is for. So we can slip in. You guys can ask questions. It's the same as a kid's jukebox show.
I told you it should be like just calling in to talk about what's happening in their neighborhood, what's happening in their state, anything.
Well, we
should start with the one we heard today in California. About that new bill that they're trying to pass. This is what's happening in our neighborhood. So if you want to talk about what's happening in your state or something, here's the one from California. This is good.
Legislature just submitted a bill to be debated on and then approved. AB 1333, I believe is the number.
Yeah, something like, who cares?
I care. It's important. And you guys are no one's going to be surprised when I tell you what this is. No one's going to be surprised that I tell you that AB 1333, it is basically don't kill an intruder if they break into your house. Now, every website in California is, that is not what it says. You're taking it out of context. It's not what it says. It's not how it works. It's not what's going on. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. This is, if you can stop the intruder without lethal force, if there does come a moment when you can slow down, when you can pause, when you can get a hold of the situation, then you should. You can't go too far. If they stop, you stop. If there's a chance that if they're not using deadly force, and this whole big fucking mess. And every summary on every website in the state of California, that every liberal site, every Democrat who's in favor of this says the same thing. This is merely a law that if you get the opportunity to disable or dissuade or repel an intruder, you are not allowed to continue with deadly force. Now, we can talk about all of the things that go into this bill, or I can just summarize it for you in Gen X terminology. I can just give you the bottom line. Here's the bottom line. If you shoot somebody, they intrude into your house. I don't know whether they're trying to kill you or they're trying to rape somebody, they're trying to steal, doesn't matter. They come in the house and you end up struggling and killing them. You go to court. This is all the bill is for. AB 1333, this is all it's for. In court, a judge, a jury, and attorneys are going to replay all of this moment by moment, and they are going to rebuild and restructure exactly what happened, and they're going to determine if you had the opportunity to stop and not kill that intruder. If you had the opportunity to go a different direction, could you have de-escalated it? Now, this is the crux of it. They're not taken into consideration. They're in a courtroom. They've been studying this for months where they can diagram it out and pick it apart like a Monday morning quarterback. Well, the coach really should have called a slant left, on third down. If you look back to what happened on Sunday, he called that play sweep to the right. He really should have called a slant left. Now, this is what, if he called slant left, they could have won the game. Yeah, Monday morning quarterback, we all fucking get it. You can't, but in real life, you go with what you got seconds to call the play and you go. And it's even quicker when someone's in your house. You follow me so far? All this law does is say, if you, let me rephrase it how it should have been written. After you kill an intruder in your house, if we can prove in court afterwards that you should have handled this differently, you're going to jail. That's it. That's it. Because they will take you to court. Every person who kills an intruder in their house is going to end up in court. Everyone's going to end up defending themselves. Every one of them is going to have a prosecutor filtered down through the ranks of George Soros and the liberal agenda to a point where they say, well, we really feel that you could have stopped right here. Well, I wasn't fucking thinking about it. I was thinking I was protecting my life, protecting my family. Well, but if you'd stopped for 1 second and just thought about this, you could have found another way out. I got a feeling that if I'm ever in that situation, if I find myself in court in California where I've killed an intruder, and I think it's going to be one of the shortest court cases ever, because when they get up there and say, well, Gen X Dad, generally, do you think at that moment, looking back, do you think at that moment you could have taken things a different direction? Do you think at that moment you could have paused or slowed? Could you have de-escalated? And I will say, you know what? I really wasn't thinking about it, but perhaps I could have. But even at that point, once I realized I had the upper hand, jury, judge, Your Honor, asswipe prosecutor, I'm talking to you too. Once I would have realized, had I taken that moment to reflect, once I realized I was actually winning, I was actually in control, the kicking the shit out of the guy, the stabbing of the intruder, and the ultimate me squeezing his fucking neck until my fingers touched, killing the intruder. Yeah, that would have been punishment, revenge, and retribution for don't fucking come in my house. Don't come in my house. This is what is going to happen to you if you come into my house. Well, we're going to pass a law. The intruders are going to run in holding up cards. AB 13333. AB 13333. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. It's target practice as far as I'm concerned. I seriously am at the end of my fucking rope I have put up with California laws and rules and regulations my entire life. I have. And you guys already know, I was on my way to move to Nevada anyway. But this thing that came up, if I hadn't already been planning on moving, this would have been the straw that broke the camel's back for me. The straw that broke the final straw. You load up hay and straw, and then you put one too many on, and you don't know what I'm fucking talking about? When I say the straw that broke the camel's back, okay. Oh, I'm not answering you. I'm not explaining that. I used to have to explain The Boy Who Cried Wolf. I'm not doing it. If you don't understand what the straw that broke the camel's back means, you need to leave this live stream right now. You just need to fucking go. You're too young to be here. Just move on. Go Google it. Watch a video. Come back after you understand what that means. Sit at the little kid table and be quiet because the grown-ups are having a live stream. Yeah. Okay. So just remember that if that law passes, all it means is you're obligated to de-escalate when you can. You're obligated to always evaluate the intruder situation. The intruder can do whatever they want.
They have rights.
They have rights. Yeah, they don't have to do anything. The Bill of Rights for the intruder is clear. Do what you want, and we're actually going to try to make the homeowner not kill you.
You're welcome.
If we do get them to kill you, if they do kill you, we're going to try to throw them in jail. That's it. It's going to come down to it's just that simple. It'll come down to a jury who decides, if you could have de-escalated and not killed him. The answer is no. I couldn't have. Every time that an intruder comes into my house, that person's dead every single time. I couldn't have slowed down. I couldn't have stopped it. And even if I could have, I wouldn't have. So figure it out. There's a lot of insanity in the rules and the laws in California. The liberals are out of their fucking minds on so much stuff. This is just another one.
I've got a couple comments. Jane Mott says, but isn't it just hearsay from both sides? Unless you had cameras in your house to prove what happened, you could be defending yourself against a knife or a gun attack.
Well, you can be. That's the thing, is that you can defend yourself against in the courtroom. You'll be defending yourself against evidence, against any evidence that's there. Bullets and footprints and blood prints and broken glass and what glass fell on what first. There's all sorts of evidence, and you're going to have to negotiate your way through it with an attorney to prove that you had no choice but to kill the guy. Now, I have had a phrase my entire adult life. My wife knows the phrase I'm about to tell you, and it has never been more true than today. And I have said this year after year. Honey, since we didn't rehearse any of this, what do I always say? When the police show up,
it's my word against the dead guys.
It's my version of what happened and the dead guys. I'm going to tell you what happened, and if you don't believe me, go ask the dead guy. He can verify everything I'm saying. I'm not going to leave a guy alive, barely alive, to come out of his coma and then contradict me with, no, you broke into my house. At the end of the day, when the cops show up, it's my version of what happened and the guy laying on the floor. That's it. But what this bill says, if it goes into law, it says, even if you do that, we are going to gather evidence and make sure you behaved correctly during your home invasion.
So stupid. Star Roberts has another one for you. Yeah. It is better to be judged by 12 than carried by 6.
Yep, absolutely. Better to be judged by 12 than carried by 6. Absolutely. 100%
Paul S.
true.
wants to know, is California still changing taxes on people leaving the state?
No, they're not changing it. They're just they're improving it. They didn't pass a law that says, okay, as of midnight tonight, there's an exit tax. What they did was they said, okay, anybody who leaves today, if you leave today and you're worth over $6 million, then you owe us a bunch of money. If you're leaving California, fuck you. You're leaving us some of your money. And then next year it's $3 million, and next year after that it's $1 million. So I probably got 7 years before we get down to the level of money, I mean, before Newsom stops me at the border and makes me empty my pockets and takes part of my change, I'm probably pretty safe. But yes, they're still doing that. It's an exit tax. If you're going to leave California and take your money with you, when Tesla went to, God, the fucking shirt, man. I hate this fucking shirt. I hate all these goddamn fucking shirts. Wow. About ready to be naked here in a minute. Just sit back here.
Saturday night, it makes it all right. Baby, what do I've got to lose?
All right. So, yes, the exit tax is still in place, and it just grows every year. It's already there. You just have to watch what you're doing and how you're doing it. And then they actually have to come get you. That's the bad part, is that everything's electronic now. So if you have money in the bank, they can say, well, we are subpoenaing your money and taking it because you didn't pay us when you left. And it's like, well, then you better know where I buried it on my property, motherfucker. And then we're back to now. But now I live in Nevada. Nevada law is a little different. You come on the property, you better be real sure what you're doing. So
you better be invited.
Yeah.
The sheets are filling up here. Kel Riken says, it's a wonderful day in the neighborhood. Won't you be my neighbor?
My neighbor. Yeah, it's a neighborhood show. We're all neighborly around here during a neighborhood show. Uh-oh.
Tori Randolph, General, did you get the picture of what I made for dinner tonight?
No, I didn't. She made something. I don't remember what it was. She made something the other day. I clicked on the Discord room. We have Gen X Talks has a Discord server. It's just chat rooms for old people, just like the old days. And so I went in there one time, and it was the food porn, and all of you guys show what you've baked and what you've cooked and prepared and grilled. It's really amazing what you guys make.
You get some great ideas for dinner.
Yeah.
I go on there and go, what am I going to make tonight?
Right. And then Tori, who's absolutely the queen of that thread. She makes her, it's not
She's
just
the food porn queen.
Food porn queen. And it's not just what she makes, it's her presentation. It's how she plates a lot of it too. Looks so great. And she saw something that I can't remember what it was. She put something out. I normally wouldn't even eat it. And I'm like, oh my God, I want that. That's how good her stuff is. Yeah. So no, I haven't seen what's up there recently.
Facebook personal, Russell Covey, go Broncos, 200 stars sent.
Thank you, Russell.
Dale Wine, 500 stars sent in Facebook.
Thank you, Dale.
Russell Covey, happy Saturday night, everyone. One love, 500 stars sent. Johnny O is 20 stars sent. Wow, everybody's coming out.
Facebook's coming alive with some stars.
Facebook, Sean MacArthur, here's 200 stars for the General and Mama X. Enjoy and be blessed. We're blessed every single day. Thank you so much.
Nobody on TikTok, though, huh? Do we even have a moderator on TikTok? Is anybody servicing the needs of TikTok?
I do not know.
Wow.
I have no idea. Shy for $2, take it all off.
Not doing it for $2.
You started it.
You know what? Aren't you supposed to assign where everybody moderates before the show?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah. Who'd you tell to go to TikTok?
No one.
Wow, good job. So anybody still wandering around
Sweets
TikTok aimlessly, just want you guys to know that there's nobody assigned to you because Gen X Mom wasn't doing her job, didn't do her job. And if you're wandering the halls of TikTok aimlessly, you're rudderless without a captain, and that's why.
Wow. Sweets can't tell the $2 hoe on YouTube. You stumped her.
Because it's a new face.
You stumped her.
It's a brand new face. I will tell you that the person who... and this is for if you're heavy into Gen X Talk, you'll know this. The person who is a $2 whore in the jar over there, this jar down here. Anytime someone puts in $2 on YouTube, one of the faces drops in the jar. It's one of you guys. It's a face you guys send me to become the $2 whore. The $2 whore is the first person who ever found a gold coin.
Oh my gosh! You had to give that away.
How many people know who got the first gold coin?
Wow.
Sweets doesn't know.
Wow.
Well, good luck with that one. All right, so
holy Santa Claus shit.
If you guys want to ask questions, you can ask any question you want. You put them in wherever platform you're on, and we have moderators copying your answers. Well, except TikTok. You guys are the redheaded stepchild tonight, thanks to Gen X Mom, who doesn't give a shit about TikTok. She really doesn't like any of you over there, just so you guys. I love you guys. I do. I love you guys on TikTok. Her, not so much. But everywhere else that has a moderator, you can copy and paste. If you guys want your questions to be bumped to the front of the line, donate $2, donate $5, donate $10. We'll bump you just like the Kids Jukebox Show. We'll bump you right to the front of the line. We'll have a conversation about it. So Briggs, I'm driving around with him today looking for that U-Haul stuff, and he goes, everybody's making fun of you. And I said, for what? He goes, the last time you did a neighborhood show, I was getting text messages. He's stealing your format. He's stealing the neighborhood show. He's stealing your jukebox format. Are you seeing this? I'm like, well, what'd you tell him? He goes, well, nothing really. I go, we've been talking about this for 2 weeks. This is actually Briggs' suggestion. And they're like, he's stealing it. I'm like, not stealing it. We've been talking about it forever. We actually talked about it today to try to figure out a way for the phone calls to work smoother. But you know what? I'm stealing it. What a horrible person I am. Stealing the one good idea my son had. Well, fuck off. I'm not. He offered it up and actually is helping me fine tune it. So
Shy on YouTube goes, hi mom. Everyone say hi to my mama. Who is she? Where is she?
Who's your mama? What's her name? How can people say hi?
I don't know. I'm looking for it.
Is there a name on YouTube called Shy's Mama?
Yeah, what? I'm looking.
All right, so if you guys aren't going to ask any questions, you're not going to donate any gas money for me, then I got stuff I'm going to do. Here was one that came across today. This is a video, and this woman was walking. She got fired. She got laid off through the Doge thing, and she's crying. Federal worker starts crying about losing her job, says it's cruel to fire people for poor performance. That's what she says. You could, if you had the video, she walks, she goes, I can't believe we're getting fired because we're not doing our job very well. I mean, it's hard doing this government job and we're working for the people. A shrill went up my spine because that's what everyone's going to say now. Now everyone's going to say when they lose their job because of Doge, they're all going to walk out of the building holding their cardboard boxes, and they're all going to say the same thing. We're working for the people. We got fired. We're doing the job of you, doing the work of the people, and now we can't. We can't do it anymore. And she has never, the thing in here, everybody got fired, has never had a good review. A positive review, and she got fired. It's like, well, you're not doing a good job, poor performance, get the fuck out of here. Your job's meaningless anyway. Well, who will do the work of the people? We'll find somebody. Don't worry, we don't need you. True story. That's what they're going to start saying on there. All right, where you at, Wendy Peppercorn? You got something else for me?
Yes. Her mom is named Mickey. Say hi to Shy's mom. Say Mickey.
Hi, Shy's mom. Mickey.
Star Roberts gifted 5 memberships tonight. That's pretty awesome.
Star is like clockwork on that. Him and Scott Royston donate more memberships than any two people I've ever seen. Oh, you know, if Mickey's in here, Shy's mom is in here, we should let her know something.
What about?
Your daughter.
Hey, just talk to us. What should she know?
Should we tell her that her daughter's been the $2 whore?
That's a little much on the first night.
Well, tell her your daughter's been a $2 whore in front of all these people.
Maybe.
I won't tell you. We won't talk about it. We'll just leave it for another time. Okay, no big deal.
Fine.
All right, moving
that's
on.
Good.
Back to what we're saying.
Christopher Seavick. Kel Riken is the $2 hoe.
Christopher Seavick, you big baby. I'm trying to get stuff done, and he typed somewhere to you. Whoa! Yeah, getting all fucking rowdy now. Don't sass me. I'm getting angry.
Settle down there, man.
Going at you.
Jesus.
Did I get a message from my wife? Did you not send out smoke signals? I went, oh, fuck, I forgot. Who wants to know? Well, Seavick is complaining. Chris Seavick is complaining he didn't get a smoke signal. I said, stop what I'm doing and go right fucking smoke signals. Okay, just so you guys know, if anybody didn't get the notification on TikTok that we're going on, Facebook, X or Rumble, wherever, if you're part of Patreon, and moderators can put up the link for you right now, put up the Patreon link. If you join Patreon, not only can you scroll back through 4 years of behind-the-scenes Gen X talk stuff that we don't show the general public, but you also get an email, hey, we're going on the radio, we're going on YouTube, we're doing a show, we're doing something. Even if it's spontaneous, you guys get a 30-minute heads up. That's all. We don't bother you. We don't sell you stuff. You just do what you want to do. Anyway, that Patreon's the way to go for that.
Todd Powers on Facebook goes, time to play Cowboys and Liberals.
Cowboys and Liberals, yeah.
Let's see. Tony Thornton is 99 stars sent on Facebook.
Did he have a question?
No, not that I know of.
No question. This is your guys' show. You just have to ask, and I can string out the answer for a while, but you got to ask the fucking questions. God damn.
Johnny McCall on Facebook says, Sun Valley Fox the hoe. Facebook was guessing over there.
Sun Valley Fox is not the hoe.
CJ on YouTube wants to know, just wondering, does gifting a membership mean you pay for it forever?
No, you just gift it one time. And you gift a membership, and then those people have 30 days to go look at things and participate and see if they want to be part of it, and they continue on the next month. You can give, most people just give the basic level membership, just the $1 one. But like when Star Roberts gives that, pay attention to how that works. You think, well, Star Roberts gave 5 memberships, big deal, he gave $5. No. Google and YouTube charge more than that. They probably charge him $25 or $23. They charge him for the privilege of other people getting in. So don't think that someone's just giving away $5. Every time you see someone giving memberships like that, and some people give 10 memberships, I've seen that before. When they do that, that is a serious, substantial amount of money that they're putting out there just so some of you can have a peek behind the curtain. Because on YouTube, there are 4 years, the same as Pedro, 4 years of behind the scenes stuff once you're a member. Same if you're on Facebook. Any of you on Facebook, go to the Facebook page called the General's Lunchbox. You got to pay $1, but you guys get everything that everybody else gets. It's all there, and it goes back a long time.
Oh, Shy's mom's getting you back. She goes, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. Besides, I upped her $2 to $2.50.
So Shy could be a $2 Hawa, and her mama's $2.50. She don't sell her stuff cheap. No fucking way. She goes, I ain't giving it away that cheap. You gonna get some sugar? There's an extra 50 cents on it. All right, I'm with you. I don't even know who she is, but I'm in love right now. At this moment, I am deeply in love with Mickey.
Shy said she texted the phone a question.
Oh, well, thank God she didn't call, because, when she calls, we got to pick up the phone.
Big Dog Steve says, hey, do you play the guitar?
I do not. That was a short answer.
Wow, that was a short answer.
We got into an argument with my wife. She plays the piano, and she plays the piano very well, and she plays it often.
Why are you shaking your head?
And I was just a little nervous, a little my muscle right here.
Couch is getting more and more closer.
And so we got into an argument if she could play the entire song by Styx, "Come Sail Away with Me," and I go, no, you play the melody. She goes, no, I can play the whole thing. You can't. So the song was playing, and I'm like, can you play that part right there? Can you play that? And she's like, yeah, I can. She knows there's no piano. We don't have a piano for 10 miles around us. She knows I can't really call her out on it. And the time she's going to be around a piano, there's not going to be any sheet music. So she'll get out of it again. It's all bullshit. She can't fucking do it.
What does that have to do with you playing guitar?
Well, I don't know. I felt bad that I didn't know how to play guitar, so I thought I'd point out you can't play the fucking piano either.
Wow.
All right. So who sent a message?
Sweets. Disney Kid gifted 5 memberships tonight on YouTube. Thank you so much, Disney Kid, for doing that.
Sweets. I want to know will there be Sweet says, once you're settled in the new home, will there be any business plans or solely retirement?
You want to know if we're going to stick around?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. She was asking, are we going to do anything business related up there?
Oh, not me.
Yeah.
Less is more.
Yeah, no shit. The only thing I had considered once I got to know people in the community.
Here we go. The community consists of
23,000 people. That's it. It's a very small town.
What's the neighbor?
Oh yeah, he's not.
No. What's in Mound House? The neighborhood. Once you get to know the neighborhood.
Oh, the neighborhood. Yeah, the Bunny Ranch is in the neighboring town about 6 minutes away.
You might have to service the Bunny Ranch.
It's well, you got to spread you got to get out there in the community and let them know what you're doing. Whatever your business is, you want to shake everyone's hand and slowly in some cases, and just let everybody know you're there. So once we're there for a while, once we got to know the community, I would say I might get back into fixing cars for some people.
I bet you will.
Just neighbors, just I'm not taking it out in trade.
Yeah, we'll see.
I would get money.
Lap dances.
No.
You're so full of shit.
No. We do this things the right way. Okay. I didn't even know where these places were until the Sun Valley Fox gave me a little directory. He's like, here you go. Here's all the
menu.
A menu and the local directory. Here's all of them. There's 3 of them out there, and they're all right here. There's 2 on this side of the road, 1 on that side. These are kind of shady. This one's okay. Ask for Susie when you get there. And so, a chance I might one day. But anyway, yes, I would probably get into something along that lines of the easier jobs, helping people out, just doing them cheap to help people get by, because I used to do that a lot when I had the shop. I might get into something like that again.
Matthew Viken, $4.99. Move to Texas. Be my neighbor. Half of California is already here.
I know, but
that's why we're not going.
I've got another place, so we're already settled. We're already settled on where we're going, our direction. We're kind of going that way. So, yes, for everyone wondering, it's Dayton, Nevada. Yeah, Dr. McDreamy lives in Reno. Ben Matlock. Never lost a case, is in Reno. Sun Valley Fox and St. Donna are in Minden. We rented a house in Minden. We're going to rent a house while we build. We've already bought the property. Just have to start working on that once we get everything out of California and into Nevada.
There you go. Michael Dawson, hey, General, are you happy that Matthew Stafford is back as your quarterback for the Rams?
Yeah. Do you think there's going to be any hurt feelings there? I mean, as a trained professional, as an athlete, we learned from Moneyball. I think we all can read Moneyball as a document. We learned from Moneyball that they're professionals, and you tell them you've been traded, and you tell them you're going, and they're waiting for your call, and out the door you go. And Peter did a nice job of that, did he not? So he was telling them he had to go. But I wonder if there is any hurt feelings with a player. Like, he comes back and goes, "What? So you can't do this without me? Why'd you get rid of me?" I mean, that's a tough one to do. I don't know. I'm happy he's back. He's a great ball player, but I don't know. I wonder if his cleats are going to sink as far in the turf as they did before, just because there might be some way you feel about things like that.
I don't know. Guitar Dad wants to know from TikTok, how's the son doing?
Funny you should ask. If you guys have listened to the podcast, there was a very, very, very important update on Jade and Briggs, the last 2 that are here. And there was a summary. It wasn't even long. It was a summary. I'm not going to give it away. I'll make you go watch the podcast so I can get my 8 cents for every time you play it. But if you go listen to that.
Whew, that 8 cents.
That 8 cents goes a long way. But as far as Briggs goes, I will tell you, the last 2 days he has begun pulling his weight. He's still in trouble. He had some things broken on his truck. He had no money to fix it. I think they shut off his credit card for lack of payment. I know he doesn't have any money. His bank account's overdrawn. He just gets up every day chipper and cheery, and here we go. And I finally stepped in and said, we can't drive your truck. His truck was leaking gas like you were pouring a bottle of water, just pouring it slowly.
If you walked next to it, you could smell it.
You could watch it as a trail of gasoline.
Don't light a cigarette near that thing.
And it was what had happened was the line that went to the top of the tank in the fuel pump was cracked at the fuel pump. So we could have dropped the tank in the driveway, but I don't do that shit very well anymore. So I took it over to my friend Brandon, who's had a shop in town for 20-some years. He's been a good friend. He did about $1,700, $1,800 worth of work to Briggs' truck and charged me half. Just completely took care of me. He goes, just give me some cash. We'll call it good. He just really took care of me. And of course, I took care of Briggs. I only charged him $1,300 instead of the half. I had to make a little money on the guy. No, I gave it to Briggs at whatever I was given to it for, and it really helped him. I think he got the idea because now everything's fixed. I mean, even things he could have fixed on the truck, they went ahead and just did it while they had it in the shop. Brandon's a great guy. Brandon's Transmissions, if you ever want an honest guy, you can ship your stuff to him and it'd come back perfect. But his head has been in the game a little bit more the last couple of days. I'm going to say he's been trying to pull his weight, and it's just, guys, it's complicated to be able to tell you little stories, and I'm getting through to him on some things. Like, you shouldn't be thinking about it this way. You ought to stand up and go, no, I'm handling this right now. While it's a small thing to do, I'm not letting this turn into a big thing, even though it might not. I'm getting ahead of it. He's now just now starting to look at things and go, you know what, I'm just going to go fucking do this. I'm just going to, before it turns into something big, I'm just going to go handle it. And normally I can't get him to do that. I can't get him to see anything around him that needs to get done. He would walk by a full load of trash, doesn't care. He would throw basketballs into the pool, the basketball that's at the swimming pool, and the pool filter, the skimmer can be turned upside down and tied itself in a knot, and he can see it. He knows it needs to be undone. Wouldn't even care. Doesn't even register. He's fucking brain dead when it comes to noticing things around him. You know, I see he walks out the front. He walks out the back door, and the doormat is all turned upside down because the dogs have been fucking with it. He just steps over it. His mother comes out right behind him, sees it, and she turns the mat over and shakes it out and puts it straight. And I grab him by the neck and go, look what she's doing. You just walked over that same thing. You don't fucking have a clue that the mat was all turned upside down. You just stepped a little higher so you didn't trip over it. And your mother noticed it. She's doing the right. She's proactively looking at the world around her, trying to do something. You're not doing dick. You don't see anything. You're a worthless fucking human being if you can't look at things that need to get done and be helpful to your family. If you have to be told that the trash is overfilling, don't balance your Dixie cup on the top of the trash and walk away going, okay, it didn't fall on me. We're not playing fucking Jenga here, dude. Okay? Get your shit together. But I will tell you, in the last couple of days, I've noticed some changes, some little changes. I'm not going to hang my hat on those things and tell you he's fixed and he's cured. I'm quite sure he's not. But there's been some changes that have been looking good. I think it's the excitement about moving to Nevada and getting a fresh start. I think that's the deal. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
All right. What do we got for questions and answers?
Jane Motz wants to know, could he do some delivery work or something? Got to grind hard, man.
I'll tell you what, his best avenue for cash right now is his jukebox shows. You guys take such good care of him with $1 here and $2 there and $5 here. If that kid would just stay on those shows, and he loves doing them with you guys. He
loves them.
He makes some money. He only gets, he gets a percentage of it because YouTube takes some. Mm-hmm. But that is a good way for him to earn some revenue while he can't go punch a clock because we're moving. We're in the process of moving. Once he gets up there driving his truck around, he bought my old truck, my Dodge Daytona. That's terrible for gas. That's just, you step on the gas and it blows out the tires and takes off down the road. You can 1 gallon, 2 gallon, 3 gallon, 4. You can see the gas leaving. So no, not that. But there's so many opportunities sitting up there waiting for him, and he's excited about going. So I'm really pumping up to him the clean break philosophy. Same thing I try to do with Jade. Go listen to the podcast. You will not be happy with that girl and her updates at all. And it even gets worse.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about it. It got worse to where I'm angry.
After the podcast aired, it got worse.
It got worse for me, and I about just lost my fucking mind. But I've remained calm. But now I'm done. I'm done with Jade. She needs me to protect her as a father. Something else, I'll be there. But I am done fucking advising her. You guys, I'll save it for the podcast. But I'm done.
All right. Christopher Sevick, $80 on YouTube. I won't be here next Saturday, retiring from my second job after 15 years as a bar, poker, photographer, blogger, and I won't be home in time. This is for the best mods that Gen X Talks has. Thank you, Sammy Joe, Trippy, Disney Kid, Josh, for what you do. Thank you.
Yeah. See, then I get the $80. Number one, he didn't do it on the right night.
Oh, my goodness.
Number two, he said it was for the best mods. I'm the best moderator. By far, I'm the best moderator. So who was that, Christopher Sevick?
Yes.
Christopher Sevick, thank you for acknowledging the best moderator on the planet. Trained broadcast professionals often make the best.
Don't worry,
moderators.
I got you.
I think that I think a little applause is in order here. Thank you very much.
You said stuff about Briggs, but you didn't say about Addie. People are asking what's if he's moving, what's happening?
Addie's parents have been divorced for years. They have different families now. Not a big deal there. Lots of people go through that. Addie's the oldest. Addie's the first child. So that's always tough to do as a parent. You're figuring things out as you go. And Addie's mother is having a real hard time with her leaving. Sometimes it's, I don't want you to go. And sometimes it's a little bit more, well, you shouldn't go. You'll die. You're going to die without me up there. You'll die alone. That can't get. And, there's every form of, conversation in between. Addie kind of is on the fence. Like she listens to her mom. Mom says I shouldn't go. I should just go here and stay local. And my mom says I should be around family. And then the dad comes along and goes, you need to go. You need to go away. You're ready to go. Then Briggs comes in and says, we need to go do this. We need to go. And then she's kind of on the fence and by who she's around and who she's talking to. But she's getting excellent grades in school. She's going to graduate. She's still in FFA. All of her school activities are good.
And her dad's side of the family, her dad and that side of the family is absolutely supportive.
100%. I just said that. I just said he wants her. He told her to go. Briggs is telling her to go. If my wife would listen to the program, I just said her dad's side is all about you can go, you should go, get away. This is wonderful. Get your scholarship, get your grant.
And she's always wanted to go there.
Oh, it's her dream.
School that she wanted to go. It's an ag school that she wants to try it. She wants to go.
She was over here the other day, 2 days ago, and just before the show started, I was talking to her in here, and I was kind of reassuring her because she's upset Briggs is leaving. He's moving out of state, and she's like, well, now we can't see each other. And I'm like, well, hold on. I said, lots of college couples split up for long periods of time. What about in the military? There's girlfriends, boyfriends, there's marriages. He's on deployment for 10 months. Are you telling me those relationships can handle it, but your guys' relationship is so weak and so you're so insecure that your relationship can't handle that, but other relationships can? And of course, she gets a little indignant because no, we could do that. We're as good as any other couple. Good. That's where I was trying to lead you. And now she's like, okay, he's going up there to get a job, put some money away. He's actually going to be driving over the hill to Chico to get the lay of the land. Where are the apartments? Where's the school? Where's the on-campus housing? Where's off-campus housing? What job can I get? He's going over there.
They're going to be close to us, too.
Yeah, not too far. So she's on the bubble a lot of the time, depending on who she's talking to, but she's getting more confident about going and doing this. So if Briggs gets off his ass and gets up to Nevada and plugs himself in and gets a job and starts putting some money away, does his shows religiously with you guys and works really hard at it, he will have enough money to go over there and really begin. They'll struggle, of course, but he'll have a shot at beginning a life over in Chico, going to college and working for both of them and getting going. That's how I see it. But he needed to be turned around down here and going, everything in your world is falling apart. You're broke. You're overdrawn. He still has no tags on his car. He has no insurance. He has no nothing. So I told him today, I said, add it all up. Let's see so he got online. This is what I need for registration. This is what I need for my insurance. Here's the penalties at DMV. Here's what I got to pay for my registration to get up to speed and get everything. Here's the whole number. And I was like, okay, I'll help you with that. You're going to pay me back, and you're going to pay me. And he goes, I will work the jukebox shows. I will do all the stuff. He sees a light at the end of the tunnel. I just got his truck fixed. He's paying for that. So his truck is fixed. Now it's going to be on the road legally, and everything's going to be put back in order. He's getting some good feelings about his life getting put back together and on the road to a new place, a new town, and new opportunities. He's really catching that bug. I just had to foster it in that direction and be encouraging, and it looks like it's working so far.
Yes, Shai, it would be cheaper to register in Nevada, but you can't. You got to catch up on everything in the state you're living in before you can re-register in another state.
I believe that's true also. I did a little brief scan on that today, and it looks like that California says, no, you can't do that without taking care of us first.
How many people would you know that would skip over to another state just to avoid all the penalties and not pay?
Tons, yeah.
So, Sweets, to answer your question, Briggs is going with us to Nevada.
Yes.
And then he's going to hop back over to California, Chico, where Addie is. So he's going to be kind of moving.
He can just jump over from Reno over the I-80.
Yeah, he's about 4.5 hours. 4 hours.
Why do you keep saying 4 hours? I didn't think it was that long.
I think it's 4 hours. I
thought it was 2.5.
I don't know. And also, we are loaning him money. He still has to pay us back.
Man,
we're not bailing him out.
No, not giving him shit.
So we'll see what happens.
He's got to do this, and he's doing it. He's paid me back every penny he's borrowed before, but his whole moving out with that apartment with that boss from Cutco didn't work. It all fell apart. Cost him a bunch of money. That was a tough one.
All right. So Mama Mickey, that's her name now.
Mama Mickey.
She's a member for 1 month. Florida man's at 21 months. Mama X is at 24 months. I got my big blue 2 today.
You got your big... Wow, welcome to the 2 years of Gen X Talks. Ma'am, we've been around for 4 years.
But I was under Gen X Talks for a while.
Yeah.
But I got my own.
We got you.
CJ's a member for 32 months tonight. Sean MacArthur says, proud of you, Addie. Great job over on Facebook.
Yes.
Dale Wine on Facebook wants to know any new updates on the store, new items possibly on the menu.
You know what? Funny you should ask.
Great day. Man, did I just open up a...
Funny you should ask. In the drag and drop section of the program, I was working on some of that stuff today.
Wow, I opened up that
The Gen
can of
X
worms.
store will go up, but I don't want to do it till it's 100% as close as we can. If we would have opened up the store to the public even a week ago, there were so many things that were wrong in pricing and in shipping. No one would have come back. Everyone would have said, nope, too much money's frustrating. It's not working right. So I'm really trying to work out all the bugs ahead of time. There's a couple things. We got some new stuff here. Let's see. What was this one? Dome. Here's one that we're putting up on a couple shirts for girls because I got yelled at for not doing girl stuff. So this is a design that we're trying to integrate into some stuff. I'm not sure how yet, if that's just going to be on a t-shirt or if it's going to be multi-levels of this around a glass or something, but this is one here. 80s girl, tougher than you'll ever be, Gen X. There was another one in there. I actually was able to black and white cartoon this on the back of a shirt, and it's on a mug. It says, and look at the guy's face. You can't figure out if I'm shy, angry, or old? Well, pick one and then leave me the fuck alone. You can call me shy. You can think I'm angry, or I'm just pick one. I don't care what you think. Just leave me the fuck alone once you're done deciding. I did this one. I think that was a nice one to do. There was another one out there. This is going on the back of a shirt. It's the black letters on a white shirt, white letters on a black shirt. When I want your opinion, I'll give it to you. Generation X. And the point of these things is that the entire store is not just Gen X Talks. It isn't Gen X Talks logos on every. There's a lot of stuff. Gen X Talks, GXT in red, GXT in white. We got you. A lot of stuff with the staff. Trippy Pineapple's got a great logo for stuff, and there's some stuff for staff in there, but we're also trying to open the store so it becomes something for generational. It says Generation X. It doesn't just say Gen X Talks. We're trying to. It's not every item doesn't have something to do with just us. It's something out there for the masses. Even if they stumble across the store and they're not a huge fan of Gen X Talks, maybe there'll be something in it for them. That's why I'm trying to front load as many things out there so there's a lot of options and things to look at. Maybe you will find something you like in there. So yes, working on that. I'm going to work on it tonight too. I might order a pizza and jump onto Discord when we're done. If you guys, last couple times I've been on Discord and working, you guys have been pretty cool about not bugging the fuck out of me. If it's I've been on there before. I'm trying to work. My little screen thing says I'm working. I'm listening. Everything. People say, General, can I talk to you for a minute? No, I'm fucking working. What are you in Discord? Because I'm trying to listen, and I do participate. But let me work. And sometimes I got to leave because you guys don't get the fucking message. But the last couple times, had a good group in there. They were all talking back and forth, and I would be listening, heard something entertaining, and I would chime in and go right back to working.
Man, jeez. Okay, good. Steve Scott on YouTube wants to know, are Nevada gun laws more liberal?
I don't know. I think so.
All right. Big Dog Steve wants to know, is the studio going with you on the move?
It looks like we're going to sell it with it looks like it's going to be a selling point. There are so many people now that podcasts are still the fastest growing part of all media right now, all over the country. And if you have any sort of, who's going to buy our house is going to be a family. It's an up and coming family. We got a big swimming pool with a water slide. There's a big built-in barbecue that holds 10 people. There's upper decks and pergola everywhere. There's a big yard out back with a little farm in the back for chickens and gardening and stuff, and a studio. So a family comes in here, some teenager is going to be like, oh my God, buy the house with the studio. It's going to be a selling point. So I'm hoping that if I can add enough money to get my money back out of what we put in the studio, I'll just build another one when we're up there. It would be quite a feat to cut this into pieces and take it. We determined we could do it, but with Lionheart being just a total dill hole and not returning a phone call,
stop.
We're going to fly him out here and have him measure and fly him back. Never even wanted to come out. So, you know,
Attrition is saying Nevada is open carry and class 3 friendly if you can afford the tax stamp. There you go. Oh, great. He'll be carrying a gun now.
As opposed to all the times I never have one.
No,
okay.
we're just kidding. Kel Riken, the jar isn't filling properly on YouTube. It's just showing icons on the top edge.
You know what's holding those little icons up in there? It's the Facebook logos invisible. Facebook is dropping stuff in there, but there's something wrong with Streamlabs, and I've tried to fix it a few times. And the way you fix it is you have to completely disconnect from all your channels, shut everything down, and reconnect. It takes about 30 minutes to go through it just to make the jar work. And what's really bad is that I got lectured from the kid Briggs, from Trippy Pineapple, from all of you. If you go to PC, if you go to a PC, all the Streamlabs stuff gets fixed on a PC. Go to a PC, everything will start working. Well, fuck you, because it's not. It didn't all magically get fixed. Now, did it? Boy, howdy. One of us was right. You know who? This guy right here.
Oh, God.
So I am working on that.
Have you checked the phone to see if anybody... Is it even on?
It's on. Shut up. Nobody's calling.
Is it even ringing?
No, I don't have the ringer on.
Does anybody want to call us and tell us what's happening in your state, city?
Sweets is the last
town?
one, 14 minutes ago.
We want to talk to somebody.
No, we don't. Why do I talk to anybody? I'll talk to anybody.
You love talking to people.
I do love talking to people.
All right. Somebody call us and tell us what's going on in their town.
We got 5 minutes left in the show, and you're telling people to...
Justin Bennett, member for 19 months. 5 more months till I get my blue toque. Doesn't feel like it's been that long, but it also needs to hurry the hell up.
Somebody, I actually got a hold of someone at YouTube the other day, and we are within days of having the first big green 3 go by.
Whoa, cool.
We are within days. They looked it up of someone going by with their big green 3. For those of you that are looking at YouTube, when you see a green name go by, that's a member, a paid member. So, and when you see a blue name go by with a wrench, that is a moderator, like Trippy Pineapple has his name there. Now, next to the name, if it's your big red 1, you've been a member for a year. A big blue 2, member for 2 years. And we are weeks or days away from having someone go by with our big green 3.
Sounds like the phone. Somebody's calling.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Is it hooked up so we can hear it?
I don't know. What if it's a spam call? I don't want to have spam calls go out.
Freaking funny.
What if it's a bill collector? What if it's a paternity test? I'm not taking those calls.
That'd be funny.
All right, someone is calling. Hold on. God.
And Sweet said the last text was from me and it was new. How rude.
All right, so here we go.
All right.
All right, so caller, can you hear me? Hello?
Pause.
I cut. Okay, turn down your radio in the back.
I don't know. No.
Caller from Michigan, are you there? Hello?
I'm there. Hello.
All right, well, turn down your TV or your radio in the background so you don't get any feedback.
Yeah, I know.
Well, then do it. Knowing is half the battle. Guess what the other half is? Following through.
Hey, I gotta reach around and my back is hurting. I gotta grab the remote. We're old, man.
And you think I'm an old codger. This guy's like, hey, fuck it, man. I know what to do here. I'm a little slow reaching around the back. Fuck off, General. I'm trying.
Oh, that's so funny.
I thought it was the bottom of the glass nation, and I'm at the bottom of a beer can right now, so leave me alone.
Well, what is your name, or what can we call you, and where are you calling in from?
My name is Chad Hoffman.
Chad, and where are you calling in from? It says Michigan on the phone. Is that right?
First-time caller, long-time listener.
There's an 80s throwback for you.
Yes, that's awesome.
Right.
Well, what do you want to talk about, Chad? What's on your mind?
Hold on. My wife is talking to me. I'm from Everett, Michigan.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to sit patiently while Chad conversates with his wife, and we'll get right back to the program as soon as we're all available.
Your wife is right there, and she interrupts you all the time. Don't give me shit, General.
I'm not. I'm just trying to say we will all patiently wait for you to return to the program.
I am retained.
I love this. This is great.
I love your political views. I love everything about this show.
Well, I
I'm
appreciate
addicted
that.
now.
Awesome.
I'm on 3 platforms in case one goes out. I'm on Rumble.
Wow.
Wow.
Way to go.
Thank
I'm
you so
on
much.
YouTube
That's some
and
dedication.
Facebook.
Far out.
And Sammy Joe is the best moderator ever.
Oh, swing and a miss.
Oh,
We got so close. Everything was
Nope.
going along famously, and we got well, let me ask you, where is she tonight?
Oh, are you asking me?
No, I'm
Joe.
asking Chad because
she's
she's
under the weather.
That's right. She's under the weather.
under
see?
the weather.
Because I have a moderator over there filling in.
Now, I'm a big fan of you having a big family. Me and my wife have a blended family. We have like 9, 10, 11 kids.
Wow.
Oh, you win. You beat us.
Yes. That is for
Yeah,
sure.
well, I should have. I don't want to do. Right now, I'm on YouTube.
Don't
I
don't
don't
bring
wanna-
don't bring the vibe down, man. Let's just keep it going strong. We're doing good.
Okay, I don't want community guidelines to get in.
So what else is going on in your neck of the woods? You live in Michigan. That must be politically a tough place to live.
Oh, I love my country, but I hate my government.
Yep, me too. Although the government's getting better, but yeah, I feel the same way you do.
I just feel so famous right now. I feel hoity-toity right now.
Well, you did call the hoity-toity phone line, so that makes sense. You know, when you call the hoity-toity phone line, the vibe just goes everywhere. So we're good. Hey, Chad, I'm going to give someone else a chance to call. I appreciate you calling in, my friend.
All right.
We'll talk again
Good luck in
soon.
Nevada.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Tell Sir Valley Fox hi for me.
Oh, he's listening. He's listening right now. Chad, thanks for
All right,
calling.
Later, friends.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, I took the phone call.
That was awesome.
Did I get paid for that? Did I even get $5? No.
Doesn't
I didn't
matter.
get shit.
We get paid out of smiles
I didn't get
and laughs.
anything. I
and-
didn't get $5. You know, there's nothing. And it's a good thing the Sun Valley Fox has offered to pay $10 for every phone call we take. If they don't have the money to pay, the Sun Valley Fox has graciously offered to cover. Don't worry. If you take in 4 phone calls, I'll kick you $40. We'll cover. So we got some gas. We need some gas when we go out of the fucking state.
I just love it. I just absolutely love it. Sparky on YouTube, I got my big red 1. It would have been close to 3, but I had to skip a month. I had to start all over again, but I love y'all. God bless everyone. Great shows. Can you put the good work? Put in the good work? I don't know. It didn't come
I missed
up
the phone call
Unbelievable.
just now.
From who?
Sweets.
Rude.
I missed the phone call from Sweets.
Call her back.
Should I call Sweets?
Yes.
I didn't get $10. Just going on the Sun Valley Fox's bill.
Would you just call?
Just saying, she just called. All right.
Call
I'll
Sweets.
Call Sweets. Oh, now she's calling me. All right. Good evening, caller. What is your name and where are you calling in from?
Sweets, Ontario, Canada. Good
Hi,
evening, General.
Sweets.
And Sweets, do you have a dedication
Mama.
for that special someone? Can we dedicate a song for that special someone in your life?
I'll dedicate a song, but not to anyone necessarily, but it's signed by Tesla because I was going to say it last night at the jukebox, but I missed it.
Oh, well, the kid's doing one tonight, but is it too late for you to stay
Well,
up
this is
late?
kind of Coast 103. You have to have a
No.
significant
I'll
other.
stay
You got to
up.
say, I'd like to dedicate to Michael. This is from Sweets. Always Looking in Your Eyes by Hungry Tiger. And then we can play that. You see how that goes? Then I get my radio voice on and go, well, this one's going out to Michael from Sweets. Always in Your Eyes by Hungry Tiger. I can't do that if you don't.
I was going to dedicate it to my son. My son was out here a few minutes ago, and I was going to dedicate it to him because he wanted me to call, but I was too chicken shit to call.
What's your son's name?
Drunk enough.
What's your son's name?
Logan.
So do it in
Logan.
Logan, do so she can
For
play.
what song?
She just told you it was. What was the name of the song?
Signed by Tesla.
Signs by Tesla.
To
Do it.
Logan.
To Logan.
Is he there? Can he hear me?
Not yet, but he's going to watch the playback because I'm going to play it back.
Okay, she can play it back for him.
Logan, this one's for you coming in from your mom. It's Signs by Tesla. Going out to you on the radio right now. Turn it up. Let us know what you think, son. Have a good evening. There. That was for Logan.
Oh, that's great. I like that. Sweets, what's happening in Canada?
Yeah.
It's cold. It's -20 tonight.
Ooh, look at that face you made.
No.
I did have a question. I have a question.
What's your question?
Being a mechanic, once you get settled again, everything, whatever, will you ever consider buying your dream car or Mama X's dream car and fixing it up for yourself?
I'm probably going to be too old by the time we get done building the house.
Come on.
I don't know.
That's going to take a year or two. A car can last forever.
Yeah, I'm just glad she doesn't have a dream car. I'm okay on that front. She has no fucking clue to what she wants ever. She's very flighty. I have a dream car. She doesn't. If I said, well, what kind of car do you want?
A pink Cadillac.
She wants a pink Cadillac. Yeah, she wants the old Elvis Presley one with the big horns, the long horns on the front.
Aretha Franklin, pink Cadillac. Running
Did she sing
down
that?
The street. Yep.
Aretha Franklin didn't sing that song.
She did.
No, Bruce Springsteen sang that song.
You're wrong, but go ahead.
Oh, whatever.
He would love, I don't know. Maybe you might. You might do it. Tell him what it is again. You say it.
A 1967 AC Cobra with a 429 Super Cobra jet engine, carbureted in Pacific blue with a racing stripe and tan leather interior. Not that I've thought about it much, but that's just what comes to mind.
There you go.
If any of you have an extra one.
You impressed my son.
Sweets, do you have me on speakerphone?
You're breaking up.
Yes.
You got to take me off speakerphone because we're not catching everything you're saying.
I'm deaf when I'm not on speakerphone, but you impressed my son. He says, I respect that car.
Wow.
Wow, how old's your son?
He is 13.
Wow, good taste at 13. I like that. Well
What
done.
did you want, son? What was your car? You said a Chevy 1970 cherry red Chevy Impala is what he wants.
Wow.
A 70 Chevy Impala. That is not a mainstream classic car. 70, Impalas are usually 65 to 67 usually. That's an unusual choice. You got to give the kid points because that's not a super common
agree.
one. Nicely done.
Kid, he's smart.
Well, tell Logan to keep after it.
That's right.
I will contribute and I will send him one lug nut towards that car. I will send him a Krager lug nut from 1972.
That's awesome.
All right, sweets. I'm going to hang up and give someone else a chance to call.
Have a good night.
Did you? Okay,
Bye,
I'll talk to you
sweets.
later, dear. Bye-bye. Did you catch what she said? There was part of that you missed.
About what?
She skipped right. She goes, well, he wanted me to call, but I was too chicken shit to call. I wasn't drunk enough. And I almost went, but you are now? All right. Hey, sweet. Since you're drunk enough to call, let me just hang up with everybody else. We can have a private conversation. There's nothing wrong with talking to drunk girls on the radio. I think it's a great way to spend your evening.
Okay. Cricket is welcome to being an extra tonight. She said $4.99 to help with the move. Thanks for all the laughs, she said. Sparky
Appreciate that.
number 1, $2. It was supposed to say keep up the good work. Insurmountable Cali Cat for $10. She's putting out a PSA to all her crafty sisters and bros. All Joanne fabric stores are closing. The announcement was late last night, full bankruptcy. So you go grab all that fabric you need right now.
She didn't mean you.
I was thinking about it.
She did not mean you because I know we have one of those stores in town.
I know. Top Notch Rule just gifted 5 memberships on YouTube. YouTube's a place to be tonight for
Top it,
membership.
baby. Yeah.
Man, anybody else going to call? Anybody?
Nope. No, don't they have to pay someone to call? You can't just keep taking calls. Scott Royston's calling.
We'll talk to Scott.
All right, Scott's calling. Oh, I just lost him. I don't have to call him back.
What'd you do? Just hang up on him?
No, when I grabbed the phone, it quit ringing. You know, that
You're
does
supposed
happen.
to slam the phone down when you hang up
I
on
didn't
people.
hang up on anybody. God, he's stepping on my dick every chance you get. All right, let's see what Scott's going on.
It's not that big.
You have really good aim?
It's one of these. Dink.
Oh, my God. Stop it right now. Scott, are you there?
I am here.
Yeah, save me from this horrible conversation that my wife is having with me right now. My God, embarrassing the shit out of me with lies, just lies. So I missed your call, Scott, but I called you back. What do you want to talk about, sir?
Just be praying for me. I'm a little bit under the weather. I have acid reflux, and I'm just
You're real muffled. Scott, do you have me on speakerphone? Because you're real muffled on my end.
Yeah.
a little bit better.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, much better.
Awesome. Yeah, I have acid reflux really bad. I've been sick all day. I've been in bed, so
Oh, no.
just be praying.
Oh,
All
sorry
right,
to hear
Scott.
that,
Well,
Scott.
yeah, we don't want everybody to be healthy and running around. Need you up and bouncing about, not laid up. That's not good. Well, I hope you feel better, and then call back on the next show, and when you're feeling better, and we'll get some conversation in.
Absolutely. But thank you so much for all you do, and I really enjoyed listening to all your shows.
Oh,
We
thank you,
appreciate
Scott.
your support, Scott. You've been around a long time. You've done a lot of stuff for not just the Gen X Talks family, but for our family too. We really appreciate you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, take
All right.
care.
Take care of yourself.
Talk again soon.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
That was nice.
Was nice. You see, that's calling in sick. That's dedication. Like, I only got a minute. I'm not feeling well, but I'm calling in. Good stuff there.
Okay.
Now,
let me-
I'm not looking at the phone, so you can't just, who's calling, because I don't know. Because there's nobody that on PayPal. There's nobody putting in $5 to talk to me. You're just having me you're whoring me out for free. You realize that, right? You're
Well-
whoring me out for free.
it's Saturday night.
I'm not even drinking. I should have been drinking. You wanted me to do this. You should have got me drunk first.
You got to put yourself out there before you get your clients, Got to give a little free.
I cannot believe you just said that.
Well,
You got to give up a little of the nookie to get people a free taste, and then they come back and pay.
got to give them a little something for free, baby.
Wow. Your brother your brother watches this show. He just walked over to the TV and turned it off.
No, he didn't. He's
walked
probably
over and said,
laughing his ass off right
turn
now.
that. Can't believe my sister just did it. And then St. Donna walked back on, well, I don't mind if she says she gives it away for free. I'm not. Oh, my God. We got it. Okay, well, thanks for watching, everybody.
Free samples. Well, God.
More people keep calling now. Now that they
Excellent.
know they can call for free.
Would you just talk? It's Saturday night.
Hello, Shoeless.
Ow.
Where are you?
Al. On the East Coast.
East Coast. Hey, you know what? I don't think Shoeless has got us on speaker. We can hear him pretty clear. That's good stuff.
Nope, no speaker. No speaker.
Why do people call on speaker and then all we hear is whoa? I'll tell you what. Well, thank you for being a good support of the program and for calling in not on speaker. We appreciate that a lot.
Well, I can see where people call on speaker and they put it on speaker to see if somebody answers.
Well, how can we help you tonight?
What's
Shoeless?
happening over on the East Coast?
Yeah.
Anything exciting?
Cold and windy.
Cold and windy. Okay, can I rub it in that it was 80 degrees here today?
Stop.
Yeah, we actually had to turn the AC on in the studio. It got
We
so
did.
hot here today.
That's not right.
I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Nobody
sure.
was drinking hot chocolate today. I'll tell you that.
I was drinking plenty of coffee though.
So what else is going on over there? What part of the East Coast are you on? Are you still in areas affected by the hurricane, or are you more in the cities where you're okay?
No, I'm on the Chesapeake Bay. I'm actually northeast of Baltimore City. Same area where Scott's from.
Oh, cool.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
Yeah, that's a nice area over there. I've been through there a couple times.
Oh, really? I was hoping to get you to come out here for the East Coast tour, but you canceled it.
Yeah, and the biggest regret about that is that Mrs. Four passed away, and I didn't go do it. If I had done that East Coast tour on time, then I would have had the privilege of meeting her in person. That I can't tell you how much that'll bother me the rest of my life.
No, I can understand that completely.
That's just something that'll hit me.
I've had many conversations on Discord with Mrs. Four. I can understand that completely.
I still text her phone knowing she won't answer. About once a week, I text her some things, and I know she's not going to reply, but I just feel like I need to keep saying stuff. I don't know why.
I came across her birthday wish to me on the Telegram on her thing.
I do the same thing to my best friend who died like 3 months after I got out of the hospital with my illness.
Isn't that weird how we just do that?
Yeah.
Hoping they're still there.
Unfortunately, now, the last time I did it, someone replied to me, so someone now has his number.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Someone may have her number one day.
That's right.
I never thought about that.
Right.
Well, I hope that doesn't happen. I mean, you're probably right. It will. It's just, it never crossed my mind.
I've talked to Denek's mom there. You got something coming in the mail for you, big guy.
Oh, yes.
For me?
Yes.
Yes.
We've already spoke. I already know what's coming.
I had to do a lot of looking for it because when I got sick, all that stuff got thrown in the attic. But when you started getting some stuff, it made me think of it. So it's coming your way.
Well, whatever it is, I appreciate. I mean, I always want it to be a stripper jumping out of a birthday cake. But if it's not, I'm okay with that. It's whatever it is fine. But I'm just saying, if there's ever a stripper jumping out of a cake, I'm totally okay with that. I'm never gonna turn that gift away from anybody. But we'll see.
If we're still doing Gen X talks when you turn 60, Gen X family will get you a stripper coming out of a cake.
You will?
Now
Yeah.
you guys got me thinking of that movie with what was his name, the martial arts guy,
Chuck Norris, Bruce Lee,
Steven Seagal. No,
Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
On the battleship where the girl jumps out of the.
Oh yeah, I can't remember the name of that one, but I know what you mean. I know which movie it is. Yeah, I always go back to Marilyn Monroe and Mr. President jumping out of the birthday cake.
President. Yes.
Well, Shoeless, I'm going to hang up with you and give someone else a chance to call, but I appreciate you calling in, buddy.
All right, guys. You guys have a great night.
Thank you.
Take care of yourself.
We'll talk again soon.
I will.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Now that's another free phone call. I should
What
be
is
up to
your
like
problem
$60 right now.
What is your
Because I
problem
need
with-
gas money to move to Nevada.
A78 Fixer gave you $10 for a gallon of California gas and
Thank
a
you.
few more miles closer to your new home.
Thank you. Now, see, that's dedication. That's my man right there. That's a man after my own heart.
Whatever.
That's nuts and bolts. You know what he did? He went out to his car. He went into all his seats and under his seats and in his ashtrays and gathered up all his change. He came back in the house, flipped up all the cushions on his couch, got all the change together, and said, "Okay, I got like $8.99 here." He put the rest on his credit card, and we got $10.
Unbelievable.
Thank you very much for finally understanding. I mean, do you feel comfortable going to your brother, the Sun Valley Fox, and going, "Listen, 6 people called and they didn't pay. You owe us $60."
Yes, I can do that.
He did.
Midnight Gaming says Under Siege was the movie.
Under Siege. I was going to say that, but I don't remember. I thought Under Siege was an airplane movie, but
I don't know. Hydrate there for a second.
all right, hydrating.
Because Sean MacArthur is asking, General, did you hydrate?
I have been hydrating off and on.
No, he hasn't. He's
Yes,
lying.
He has. No, I am a lion, but I don't lion.
You look like a lion. Got a mane going there on your face. It's looking like it.
Yes, I do, and don't you forget it. King of the jungle, right here.
Tori Randolph wants to know, General, when are you going to bring back story time?
Story time, yeah. Story time with the general.
He's got to think of a few.
Well, there's
Lies.
the one that I get the most emails about are the gold stories. Because
that could take all night.
well, it could.
With you? Yeah.
So I told everybody that Wild Bill, my biological dad, went to Vietnam, ran with the Hells Angels, had his 10,000 stories. Most of them weren't true.
He was a character.
He was a character. Most of them weren't true. But out of probably 700 gold stories, there were 3 that were true for sure. Maybe more, but 3 that I know were true. And I held out for years with you guys, not telling you. And I told you one 2 years ago. Then about a year ago, 3 years into this program, I finally divulged another one. But the biggest one I have never told.
Tori, you got to get him drunk. Then he'll just spew just lies all over the place.
We would be in here. That is such a big story. This is the one where television camera crews have come out to interview me. And I'm not lying. This is a true story. They've been to my shop. They've been to the house. They've set up cameras. Iceman was here. I mean, this is where they have written things, and people that are pursuing this gold secret they always end up at me at some point. That when you're chasing this down, everyone, if you're researching this, every now and then somebody will pop up and go, we got to talk to you, because it all comes down. All the history and the knowledge and things went through my dad, Wild Bill, and he's gone. So they end up talking to me. And so that's the one story that I haven't divulged. I haven't given that away. Now, I've talked about it live at the fire pit. No cameras. We've talked about it. We've all got drunk out here at the barbecues and stuff and talked about it, but I have not ever told it online. That I don't know that I don't know how I would relay all that.
Maybe a members only. You would do it that way.
Maybe members only is a 5-hour story.
Callie
too.
Cat needs a sexy voice. Thank you. She gave $50. Here you go, handsome. Gas money to cover the free calls tonight. There's your whore money for standing on the on the corner.
All right, let's see if we can take care of Callie Cat right here real quick.
Oh man, girls, here it comes.
All right. Now listen, I had to dim the lights for you, Callie Cat. I'm hoping that your husband's in the other room. He's really going to be upset with me right now, but you and I have that certain connection. We always have. Way back before we'd even seen each other in person, it was always something that we were drawn to each other, weren't we? I can't explain it. Some people call it animal magnetism. Some call it fate. Maybe it's even divine intervention. I don't know. I can't tell. And who am I to question it? Who are you to question it? Not that we ever did. We just knew, secretly sending each other messages in the comment section, people thinking we're talking to them, but we know we're talking to each other. You know it as well as I do. There's just something there. There always has been for years now. And it'll probably go on for years into the future. Long after my wife and your husband are gone in the ground, we'll be looking at each other through the reflections of the stars, knowing that we're both looking up at the same time, sharing the same sky at night. Well, at least that's the way I feel. I hope you feel that way too. Hey, I got to get back to the show, but this time out was for you. What?
Wow.
That was pretty good, wasn't it?
That was very intimate.
That was just off the cuff. I think that's okay.
You did great. She's probably melting in her chair right now.
Or she's sitting there going, oh, brother. what a bunch of shit.
Oh, no. She's saying hot, hot, hot. Yes, yes, yes. So, wow.
You know what'd be funny is I want to get yelled at from your brother. I want his wife to start sliding. Why don't you ever talk like that, asshole?
Oh, as a matter of fact, he just texted. He's going. He says, wait, how much do I owe? Can I pay when I get my Social Security check next month? Wow.
All right. So that wasn't too bad. I did okay there, right?
Yeah, somebody just facing does he talk to Gen X mom like that? He used to.
They used to whisper it in your ear.
He used to call me at midnight.
Yeah.
And talk to me like that.
Back when we were dating a long time ago.
Yeah. Oh, Krista Rose just gave $19.99, little bit of gas money for you, General. You are loved, Mama X.
Thank you. I have spoken to you like that on more than one occasion in person.
Yes, you have.
Try to get you to make me some food. Hey, honey, I really love watching you in that kitchen stir in that bowl. You make the best cookies.
Oh, my goodness.
That's, where I got that from? That's reverse psychology. Because she used to do, I didn't even know. She was doing that shit to me when we were younger. We were first married. She would do stuff to me. I'm bouncing around doing stuff on the weekend. She'd come and say, honey, I love you. And I go, yeah. You know what would really turn me on? I'm like, what would turn you on? Just tell me. She goes, it's so sexy if you could just, I don't know, paint the house. Okay. Grab a ladder and I'm going to, you have no idea. You're so dumb. I'm off doing these things. I didn't catch on for years that she was just saying that shit. And then she would do that. She's like, what would be really sexy if you could. I really love watching you put the air in the tires of my car because they're low. Let me grab a hose. I'll be right back. Hang on. Watch this. That's how it went. That's how marriage goes for me. So finally, I turned it around a little bit on her. What really turns me on? And then watching you work that wooden spoon in the dough, stuff like that. Over
on Facebook, Dale gave 20 stars. Executive decision was the Airplane movie.
That's right. Exactly. He's right. There we go. Executive decision.
Sean MacArthur on Facebook. Here's 200 stars for the call, General. I got you. Salute. See,
Thank
got
you.
some more
Thank
there.
you very much.
Richard over on Facebook wants to know, are you prior military, General?
I am not. I almost did. That's an interesting story. It's a long one. Someone write that down, and then I will tell you the military story one day. I don't have time to do it tonight, but yeah, almost. Got right to the swearing in and signature part with a man named Sergeant Imperial. So, yeah, at the MEP Center down in L.A.
All right. So are you going to go on Discord for a little bit?
Am I going to get a pizza?
Wow. Did you just huff?
Well, I got to put away Christina Dvorak's laptop, and then I got to get my big old fat hairy Mac back on here, and I got to go to the bathroom. But I want a pizza. I'm really hungry.
Yeah, and?
I'm not going on Discord unless I get a pizza.
I will get you a pizza. Holy Santa Claus
Not
shit.
listening.
Wow.
I want a pizza with stuffed crust.
Ladies, he will be on Discord. I will get him.
Stuffed crust.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't mind going. This is what it time.
Oh, Jukebox Show is next.
Yeah, the jukebox show is next. I will set up my stuff, and then I will begin working. Then I can get the pizza, go to the bathroom, get everything set. The kid's coming out to do a great jukebox show. Please, he is trying to earn his money. He's not asking for something for free. When you guys come in and you give him money to bump the songs that he's trying to earn it. He needs it. He needs some money right now to do that. So it's really helpful that you guys you don't have to give him more. Just do it at the normal rate. But you guys are really taking care of him. If he's putting forth the effort, I love seeing the response. You guys are doing a good job as the viewers, as he's doing a good job on his end.
Graham Gordon just gave $2.79, said you two are the highlight of everyone's week. Thank you so much, Graham. That's so
I
sweet.
wish that were true. I wish there was. I think the biggest compliment that you and I have received ever was we got a couple emails a long time ago that, and I think even St. Donna said this one time, that we got an email saying we plan our day to get our chores done and have dinner so we can get everything done where we can sit for the show at 6.
Yeah.
We try to hurry. So I'll tell you, that was a defining moment. It was very humbling to hear that, but it also made us remember we need to do the show. We can't just blow it off. You know, if people are taking time out of their day to invite us into their home to do this, we need to show up. You know, that's just like today I was having such a hard time. I put it up on the website. And I put it up there, and Michael Dawson called me out. He goes, "Sounds like you're not going on. You know, it sounds like you're not doing it." And I didn't know if I could or not. It was a tough one. But this is why we invented the neighborhood show. This is a great thing you came up with. There really isn't any show prep. We just talk to you guys. You know, there's other stuff we do, Collins, and there's trivia, and we go through things that we've seen. There's always something fucked up in Florida. Can we all agree with that? Good. Glad you're coming along with me on that. But not every show has to be strange things that are afoot at the Circle K.
Right.
Sometimes it's just normal talk between normal friends, and I'm about the most regular jabroni you're ever going to meet. Plus, my wife keeps me in line here, so the show keeps moving in the right direction. My wife is the bumpers on the bowling alley, on the lane of the bowling alley, keeping me going like this till I can knock over a couple pins at the end. That's the way I view it. All right, we about done. Anything else in your sheet you got to talk about?
We got to give it up to the kid.
All right, so say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for tagging along with us today. Not sure where you're listening in from around the planet. AM, FM, Sirius XM, or perhaps you listened in on the Armed Service Radio Network.
What
Perhaps
the
you
heck was
listened in
that?
on the Armed Service Radio Network. Remember 2 things in life. Number 1, wherever you go, well, there you are. And number 2, I'll catch you guys on the flip side. I'm out, baby.
Bye-bye. Have a good night.